Welcome back. We are doing something so exciting. We are making tater tot casseroles, and not just any tater tot casserole, but these are all very unique tater tot casseroles. You guys, I've been loving buffalo chicken this year, so that is what we're making. This is gonna be so great. I'm going to add just some canned chicken in here. I did just put the broth from this in the fridge, so it's not going to waste. If you don't can your own chicken, just use either rotisserie chicken that's shredded or store-bought canned chicken. Either will work. Now, welcome back. My name is Carrie. This is Keep It Simple DIY. I'm so happy about all of these recipes. I'm going to add some spices first. So we're starting off with some garlic and then just salt and pepper. Super, super simple. That was probably a lot of salt. Oh well. Okay, pepper. And then I'm going to go to the frozen things next because then I can get them back in the freezer. So these are some diced onions from the garden, so that's very cool. Add some of these in here. And I love having onions frozen in my freezer. Bless you. It makes everything so easy. And then I also have celery. Whoa, from 2023's garden. This year my celery was bitter, so that's a little sad, but celery going in. And then last but not least of the frozen things, aside from the tater tots that'll go on top, is cheese. And I'm just going to add in the rest of this cheese. You already know, we're cutting the recipe in half. That's what we do because we're a family of two. Oh, that rhymes. That's got to be my new slogan. So what did I just say? I said, that's what we do because we're a family of two. Okay, I like to clean as I go, so I got everything that we've already used set to the side. So I'm going to get a little bit of buffalo sauce, ranch, and then a little bit of sour cream in. And while I do that, I figured I'd tell you what other recipes I'm planning on making. So I'm also planning on making a Sloppy Joe tater tot casserole. I had never heard of any of these. I'd only ever heard of like your standard tater tot casserole that's like ground beef and red sauce. And then I think the last one that I'm going to make is going to be a meatloaf tater tot casserole. So that's very cool. And that's kind of cool because meatloaf and tater tot casserole is kind of like meatloaf and mashed potatoes, which is something that I like to do. So I'm going to put about half as much sour cream as I did the rest of those ingredients. And then we just mix this all together and we'll get it in a casserole dish, top it with the tater tots, and in the oven it goes. The recipe said to preheat the oven to 375, so I preheated to 400 because pretty sure my onion, that's funny, my oven runs cold. I was looking at the onion, oh my goodness. Also, did you notice I got this new bowl and it has a handle? You know how many times I've mentioned that my bowls needed a handle? Well, this one was $6 at Ross, and now I have one with a handle. I am so excited about this, and if you saw, that was the end of the buffalo sauce, so I'm like, is it the end of buffalo season, or do I just need to buy more? We'll see. I have a lot of things I want to cook this season, and I think buffalo is more of a summery thing for me. I know a lot of people do it for like football games, but I don't watch football. Okay, this cute little pan. And you know, truth be told, I already made the Sloppy Joes. You'll see that one next. And they came out very delicious. I think that was so cool. Okay, these are to hold it. Makes it easy. Let's get this in here. I hope I didn't put too much in. I think we'll be good. Maybe I'll put a pan underneath in the oven just in case it bubbles over. Oh, that looks so good. Tater tots going on. I think I asked you when I made the other tater tot casserole recipe, which is coming next, how you put your tater tots on, if you line them up or if you throw them on, and can you guess which one I am? I am going to make sure they're only a single layer though. I'm gonna need one more. Okay. It said that this is going to take about 35 minutes in the oven. We'll see if that's true. Into the oven this goes. Timer for 35 minutes.
Got it, 35 minutes. And that's starting now.
Here this is straight out of the oven. This looks absolutely delicious. And it actually took about as long as I expected it to. It took about a half hour. So I am so excited to try this. I do need to let it cool down just a few seconds longer because I don't want to burn myself. I am so ready for this. This is going to be delicious, I think. It's cooled down enough to where I can grab that handle. Let's see. Kind of looks like slop, but delicious slop. All right, what do you think? How do you think it's gonna be? Delicious. I did add a little tiny bit too much salt, but not too bad. Get it with potato. Hot. I love this. All right, let's bring you back in time and show you the Sloppy Joe casserole that we made last week. The next Tater Tot casserole that we're going to do is the Sloppy Joe casserole. And the other day, I cooked up some ground beef with some onions and garlic and salt and pepper. And I had some extra, so I'm going to start off with that. So that's a good shortcut. We do not have to cook the ground beef. What I do want to do though is warm it up completely, and then let's get in the Sloppy Joe sauce. Hi Milo, what's up? Hi baby. Love you. Let me make dinner, okay? I'm adding some seasoned salt and I'm getting the oven preheated to 475. The recipe says to heat the oven to 450, but I'm pretty sure that my oven runs cold. So I'm heating it a little higher. I am going to add in whatever's left of this chili sauce. Now this calls for just a Sloppy Joe sauce. So any Sloppy Joe sauce that you have will work just fine. But I'm going to make one because I don't have one. So I'm using some chili sauce. I'm also going to add in a tiny bit of apple cider vinegar, and I'm going to put it in here so that I can try to get everything out of there. And then some Worcestershire as well. Oops. I gotta say, I don't like this design for a bottle because you can't squeeze it out, and really you can't like even cut it open to get it out. Now we also need some ketchup and mustard, and then brown sugar. And I forgot to grab out some corn. And I am just eyeballing everything. This is one of my favorite ways to cook, is just eyeballing what I put in the pan. So I want this to simmer it for 5 minutes, and it also calls for cream cheese. I think I'm gonna leave the cream cheese out. I don't think we need it. Okay. Whoa, throwing it on the floor. There's some corn. And of course, well, I guess I'm adding the rest of that. I am cutting this recipe in half, because that's what I do with all recipes. Cut it in half. Got out a small casserole dish. We'll give this a spray. And then this mixture needs some cheese, and then we're also going to top this all with some cheese. Oops. I caught it. It's very corn heavy. That's all right. So I think I want to taste the sauce here, make sure that we taste good. Yep, I can dig it. We will turn off the heat. And let's get this casserole made. And just in time because we just got preheated. So let's get this all into this casserole. You know, I think this pan can actually go in the oven, but I don't want it to be such a big pan for it. So we'll go with just this little casserole dish. Okay, we'll spread out the mixture and then we need to top it with our tater tots. Now my question to you is, are you somebody who wants your tater tots to be all lined up? Or are you someone who doesn't care? I am someone who doesn't care. But I just don't want them to be layered. Just one single layer is what I want. Okay, top it with some cheese. And then into the oven until it's done. I don't know how long it'll take, so we'll keep an eye on it. I just took this out of the oven. It took 20 minutes and it looks so good. I'm going to let it cool off for just a bit before I plate it up because I don't want to be burning myself, but this looks so fantastic. This turned out so beautiful. I'm so happy about it. It's now cooled down enough where I can grab this like outside piece so I can plate it. What's wrong, Milo? Oh, really? I love you. We did dinner already. Do you want to make an appearance? You want to say hi? Say hi, everybody. Say hello. I love you. Can I finish? Can I film a video and get some dinner? Okay, I'll get you a treat. This looks so good. I am so excited about it. I haven't had a tater tot casserole in a very long time. And I've been wanting to have a tater tot casserole, and so I figured let's do some non-traditional tater tot casseroles. And at this point, I'm very happy that I've decided that. You know, I've got to say, I was just thinking I should get rid of these pans because they don't really like fit into anything for storage reasons, but looking at it with the tater tot casserole, it's so cute. Okay, let's see. Grab a tater tot. Grab some of the mixture, a big bite. That is so good. The corn throws it off a little bit. I like that having the corn in there makes it be like the entire meal all in one. But I'd probably say put the corn on the side and make this without the corn. It'll be even better. So I'm gonna go sit down and eat dinner and we'll be back next time we're making a tater tot casserole. I am going to prep the meatloaf, which is for tomorrow's tater tot casserole. And I'm doing this tonight. That way tomorrow is, oh, I thought tomorrow, wait, my days of the week I'm getting confused. Yes, today is Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday. You guys, I'm off this whole week. So I'm a little mixed up on my days, but tomorrow's bowling, so I wanted to prep this today. That way when we got home from bowling, I could just throw the tater tots on, throw this in the oven, and we could have a meatloaf tater tot casserole. So that's what I'm doing. I'm throwing it together tonight. So I'm just putting in 1 pound of ground beef and 1 egg, of course. Now I'm also going to add to this some panko and some homemade onion soup mix. That might have been a lot. And then we're just going to get this mixed together. So I'm deciding if I want to do that with a fork. I think I'm going to start with a fork and I might add my hand in a little bit later. So this one's going to come together super quickly, but I just know that after bowling, all I'll want to do is put it in the oven. So what we need to do is once this is all mixed in, we need to put it in the casserole dish, which I have already got right next to me, and it is greased. And then we will add the sauce, and then that's all until we put the tater tots in it. And now when you're mixing a meat like a ground beef, you want to make sure not to over mix it. So I'm wanting to just incorporate everything but not mix it too much. You know, maybe having this overnight in the fridge will give these onion flakes some time to hydrate. I have also never put onion soup mix into meatloaf before. And if you saw, what was it? I recently made something with onion soup mix that was delicious, but something in it gave me a migraine. So I'm hoping that making it on my own won't. Okay, so let's get this into this dish. Did I already tell you I'm cutting the recipe in half? I'm of course doing that because we're just a family of 2. Maybe I should have done this not on the bottom part. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Now I'm just going to mix the sauce in that same dish that I had the onion soup mix in. And this is going to be a half a cup of ketchup and a half a cup of barbecue sauce. I'm going to use this no sugar added. I am completely out of barbecue sauce that I've made, so I need to can up more barbecue sauce soon. Is that a half cup? It is now. Okay. Ooh, that has a very strong barbecue flavor. It's been a minute since I've had barbecue sauce that wasn't the Ball's Papa's barbecue. All right, the Papa's Bywater is the recipe I usually use, but I leave out the cayenne. Let's get this over the top. Now the recipe says to put cheese on it as well. I'm debating if I'm going to do that. I don't know. I guess we'll decide tomorrow, but I might not do the cheese. All right, going to get this covered with either foil or saran wrap, and then we will see it again tomorrow. All right, we just got back from bowling. I think I decided I am going to put some cheese on this, so it'll be a cheesy barbecue. And I am so glad I prepped this last night because all I have to do is add a few things to the top and throw it into the oven. Meal prepping at its finest. Okay, tater tots. And if you're curious, to do all 3 of these took exactly this whole bag. So that was like perfect amount to do 3 little family of 2 sized casseroles. And these give us like 4 servings each. All right, into the oven. All right, this cooked for about 40 minutes at 375 degrees and it came out to temperature at 165. So I think we are good to go. Okay, let's see here. It's an awkward shape to try to get out. Well, it didn't come out very pretty, but it looks really nice over there. I'll have to show you guys that. Let's give this a try. Take a bite of both at the same time. I usually make mashed potatoes with meatloaf, so this might be perfect. That turned out good. The one thing though, all of these recipes, what do you call these? The tater tots didn't get cooked very well. So I kind of wish the tater tots would be like double the crisp that they are. And I don't want the food to be completely like overcooked. So maybe if these were freezer meals and then you cooked it, the tater tots would be crispier. That was across all of them. But anyways, that was the 3 different tater tot casseroles. We have this one, we did the chicken one, and we did Sloppy Joe's. I think Sloppy Joe's is my favorite, but I would do it without the corn if I did it again. This is my next favorite. And the chicken one, even though I've been loving buffalo chicken, I think I'd rather do buffalo chicken in like a pasta bake than that. I didn't like that as much. That was more of like a buffalo chicken dip, which in that case I wouldn't have put the tater tots on it. I've had a second to think about all of these, and I had a few things that I wanted to tell you. On this one, I think it would be better to not use an onion soup mix on the inside, and if you were going to use onion soup mix, then you should use like a brown gravy instead. These two flavors, the barbecue with the onion soup mix, didn't exactly go together as well as I had hoped. And then on the buffalo chicken, I would suggest leaving out the onions or putting in already cooked caramelized onions. And the sloppy joe, of course, was just to remove the corn. And other than that, it was fantastic. But anyways, there you go. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here and you haven't yet, please subscribe. I'd love to see you. If you're interested in some other quick and easy dinner meals, I will pop them here. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.